doing, DJ Delz?
What's good? It's your boy Delz, and you are now tuned to The Delz Show. I had to talk about this subject with Star Wars being sold, but I wanted to wait a second. I wanted to really think about how I really felt about it instead of me just jumping in front of the camera and just talking about it without really thinking about it first. So George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney for $4 billion. Right off the bat, a lot of people were either thinking, damn, that's a lot of money, or they were thinking, $4 billion for Star Wars? Only $4 billion? That's what I thought. I was like, $4 billion? Star Wars? To me, I would think that $4 billion was a little light for Star Wars. I think that it could have been sold for a lot more, but that's just my opinion. But at the end of the day, not a lot of us got $1 billion, $2 billion, even $1 million. So if George Lucas wants to sell it for $4 billion, that's not affecting our lives. I just kind of really thought that it would have been worth more than $4 billion. But at the end of the day, I don't care. It doesn't benefit me at all. But what benefits me is that there may be a new Star Wars. When I heard about the news, I was excited, but I was disappointed at the same time. I was happy, but then I was like, fuck. Because part of me is thinking, wow, Star Wars, a Star Wars 7 will be in production and will be releasing by 2015. That's what they're saying, 2015, Episode 7. They didn't say a new Star Wars story. They said Star Wars 7. So you're thinking, okay, this is going to continue up from Return of the Jedi. You start feeling like a kid again. This is how I'm feeling, but I'm sure this is how a lot of you guys were feeling. You were excited as hell. I know I was. But at the same time, you're thinking Disney, Mickey Mouse, what the fuck is going on here? But if you think about it, Disney is running the show for Marvel, and they're doing a pretty damn good job with the Marvel movies lately. I think, in my opinion, I've been happy with all of them. They haven't been watered down. If you really think about it, it may be better off that George Lucas ended up selling that to someone else who's gonna actually take Star Wars and actually do good with it, because in my opinion, the first 2 episodes were definitely horrible, in my opinion. So disappointing. It was so watered down, and it was so kiddish. They really tried to make it so that the kids were really gonna enjoy the movie, versus when you watched episode 4, 5, and 6, they definitely weren't children's movies, in my opinion. It's just that our parents took us all to see it. It was a different day and age back then. So when 1 came out and you see Jar Jar Binks and all this stuff, and it was just silly to me. It was just completely silly to me. I watched it. It was cool watching it in the theaters. When the music first comes on, it was very exciting. But at the end of the day, it was kind of disappointing. It was kind of kiddie-like. 2 got a little dark, but it was just horrible acting. I felt the guy who played Anakin Skywalker did an awful job. 3, he stepped it up a little bit. He got better as an actor in part 3, I think. I actually got into the character a little bit, not like on 2. It was just so cold and so dull to me, the acting in 2. 3 was okay, though. I'm not saying 3 was great. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that I actually was able to enjoy the movie. Not like 1 and 2 where I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? So to get away from me talking about episode 1, 2, and 3, let's get into episode 7. Because they are announcing episode 7 will release 2015. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see the original cast back? And do you want to see the actual original cast back? I mean, I could see Harrison Ford coming back playing Han Solo, but can you see the other characters coming back? I don't know, man. I don't know if I could really see that. But you got to think, at the end of the day, it is Hollywood, and Hollywood could sure whip their asses back into shape. So it can happen. I believe it can happen. All they have to do is get them into shape. But do you want to see that? Do you want to see the original cast in episode 7? Or do you want to see a whole brand new cast? You know, of course, you're still going to see R2-D2 and C-3PO. We got to have them in it, you know what I mean? I mean, how could we not have them in Star Wars? So my question for you, the viewer, do you want to see the original cast, or do you want to see a brand new cast? Leave your comments, leave your thoughts, leave your ideas of what you would like to see on this film. 2015 is going to be here like that. It's going to be insane regardless. There's going to be a lot of hype behind it. There's going to be a lot of just excitement. I think it could be really good, though, at the end of the day, if they have the right directors doing this film. So leave your comments in the box, share your thoughts. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from your boy Delz. And with that said, I'll be back really soon. Luke! 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 Look over here! Luke! Luke! Look over here!